I want you to repeat these words with me. I am responsible for the dreams, for the visions that God give me. Let's go into the word. One night, Joseph had a dream. And when he told his brothers, they hated him more than ever. Listen to the dream. He said, we were out in the fields, tying up bundles of grain. Suddenly, my bundle stood up, and your bundles all gathered around and bowed low before mine. His brother responded, so you think you will be our king? Do you actually think you will reign over us? And they hated him more because of his dreams and the way that he talked about his dreams. Somebody say, I am responsible for the dreams and vision that God gave me. A lot of times when God gives you dreams and visions about your life and who you are, some people around you will hate you for it. Or sometimes you will have people that doubt you. They can't see what God has placed within your spirit. So you have to protect what God is showing you. Sometimes people are afraid of the things that you're talking about. Nobody else is responsible for the dreams and visions that God gives to you. I remember when I was growing up, and God started showing me pieces of my life. I was having dreams. I was getting these desires to do more than what I seen in my everyday living. I remember, when I was growing up, we used to go to my grandmother's house, great grandmother. We used to go every day. And I was so excited to go. All the family go, we get together. Fun times, especially the summer. But over the years, God started withdrawing me from the family. I started staying at home, and everybody always say, why you keep staying at home in the room? And my great grandma used to tell me, you need to come out of the house. But I never wanted her to know that the reason why I stopped coming is because I did not want to be stuck in that cycle. That was the truth. It seems to me that everybody around me was living in a comfortable space. It was too comfortable. No room for growth. No room to see anything new. Like they say, you stuck on the porch and afraid to jump off that porch. I was afraid if I kept going down there that I was never going to fulfill the dreams and the visions that God was showing me about my life. I was afraid that I was going to be stuck in that same cycle. And I knew that I did not want to. Sometimes the people around you are too afraid to make a move. They're stuck in their old ways. And once I seen that some of them were stuck in their old ways, or they just couldn't see, I was uncomfortable being there. Nobody knew this. It was just within me. Nobody knew. So I said, I'm going to stay at home, get on my computer, do research, write music, do this and do that. Because I felt like if I stayed at home and kept the dream alive, come on now, you better catch them diamonds. This is why God will take you through isolation. What I'm telling you is my testimony so that you can identify where you are in your life. The truth is, nobody responsible. Sometimes you will be blessed and lucky to have somebody that see the vision and the dreams. In my story, it was my mother. My mother is so connected to me that whatever I feel and I'm so low, she texts my phone and say, come up out of it. You better come out of it. Come on now. It's always at the right time. My mother believed in the dream. You see what I'm saying? She believed, and to this day, she watched my platform grow, and she say, I'm proud of you. You've been talking for a very long time in your mirror, in your room, but now you're able to talk to people. God was preparing me the whole time. This is why you got to go into that place of isolation. Because what you're doing for God is going to help the other people around you. This is kingdom business. Sometimes you don't have other people around you to pour into what you're doing or to believe, but you cannot blame them because a lot of them don't have it. I never looked for a boyfriend to invest into my dreams or to believe in me. You see what I'm saying? I see how people always talk about what somebody didn't do for them, but you got to realize the people around you probably don't have it. You're responsible for that dream and that vision. Come on now. You're responsible for it. We live in a society of people that always pointing the finger, but when God gives you something, when God shows you something, you are responsible for that baby. Come on now. I say you're responsible for that baby, that dream, that vision that God is giving you. It's time to stop pointing the finger at everybody else. You got to keep up. You got to get up and keep on going. I remember when I met my spiritual father, one of his prophecies was, don't blame your family. Come on now. Don't blame them. God will help you. Because the truth was, they couldn't help me. No boyfriend can help you sometimes. No girlfriend. They're not responsible. Sometimes your own parents don't believe. But I was just blessed to have one of my parents to believe in me. And that's all it took. Right along with my grandmother. She believed. I had two people in my corner that believed. My grandma always tell me, don't give up on your dreams. Keep going. Don't give up on yourself. Those words would echo, and I would get back to work. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes what you're doing, it gives the other people life around you. It gives them life. Sometimes that's why you have family that live through you. Sometimes they don't mean no harm, but they have came as far as they could come in life. That's why when you come into this world, you got to keep in mind, nobody owes you anything. It would be nice to come into a world as a baby, to where your family or your mother and father has a solid foundation that you can stand on. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of the children that come in this world, a lot of us that came in here, we didn't come on a solid foundation. That would be ideal, right? But when you get here, nobody owes you nothing. Especially not no boyfriend, no girlfriend, no friends. Nobody owes you nothing. When you come in here, you have your own life, your own heartbeat. This is why you seek God. I don't care what nobody else say. Jesus' coverage is working for my life. It doesn't matter what you talking about, but I know what I'm doing is working for me. Come on now. This is why I call on the name Jesus, because it's working for me. You see what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't working, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't still be elevating. This is not all my strength. Do you really think that I could do all of this on my own? Are you kidding yourself? This is why I call on Jesus. This is why I seek God, the Most High. Without God, I would have been sitting in the same place that I was as a child. You know what I thank God for the most? No material. When I think about my life, I thank God for responding to my situation. You see what I'm saying? That's what I thank God for. If I prayed and say, Lord, I needed a new car because this one giving out on me. Lord, I need a new job because this one not paying. I thank God for responding. There has been many times where I have prayed for something and been detailed and got it. Even the job I work on now, I was detailed about it and got it. I don't praise him for that money. I say, God, thank you for responding. Thank you for not keeping me where I was. That's a big deal to me. Not the material, not the new homes, not the new cars. Thank you for keeping me, God. Thank you for elevating me and responding. And I'm not where I was 5 years ago. God is your best friend. And whatever hurt that you have in your heart towards God, you better let it go. Because I'm telling you, God is the only one that can get you out that pit and into that palace. Catch them diamonds.